it's Erica for Crafty Meraki, and in today's video, it's instead of my usual Monday video, we are going to have a look at the new release. Now, please bear in mind that I don't actually have everything in this pile, so there are more products being released today, but the rest of the design team will be also hopping along. So this is a YouTube video hop, and we also have some special guests, and I'm sure they will display all of the other products that I don't actually have. So we are going to get right into it, and our first set is called Hug in a Mug. I'm just going to put this aside for a second. So we have Hug in a Mug, and it's a cute little teapot or tea cup set actually, with some flowers and some beautiful sentiments here. And you will notice that this is a continuation on some previous sets, so we have the same font, so you can mix and match and make backgrounds and all sorts with this font. One of the things that I am most happy about, because I am not a fussy cutter, is the coordinating die cut. So we have a stamp and a die cut, and I have actually made a card with this set. So I have used the set, I've colored it up with some Copic markers, and then I finished it off with one of the new cover plates. So there's actually only one new cover plate in this release, but it is one of my favorite patterns. And if you hear some bangs in the background, I'm very, very sorry. There is a fireworks festival going on in the Valencia, Spain region where I live. And it's been going on for a week already, and I cannot stop it. So unfortunately, it is do or don't. So yes, but I've also finished this off with a sentiment from a Pink Fresh die cut and stamp set. So it says, "You are my favorite notification," and a very, very colorful background. And so that is our first set, Hug in a Mug. Next up, we have Spring Balloon. So this is a beautiful tulip stamp set with coordinating die cut. There is also a die cut for the word spring, so you could mix and match some of these sentiments and make up some springy sentiments. Now, I have actually got two cards with this set, and on the first one, I have again gone down the route of colored cardstock and made a background. Then I've heat embossed the stamp set on vellum with gold and finished it off with the sentiment from a previous stamp set, and also some gold metallic pearls, because, you know, bling-a-ling-a-ling. The second card I have is simply Copic colored with yellowy colors, and then I've splattered it some gold and finished it off with a simple sentiment from the stamp set itself. So this, you can, as you can see, it's very versatile. You get very different looks depending on what technique you use. Here is the die cut, or the cover plate rather, that I used for this first card. So this is the Parisienne A2 cover plate. This also comes in the mini slimline and the full size slimline. So you can, depending on what size you want and what size you use the most, you can mix and match or get all of them. Entirely up to you. So next up, we have some fabulous additions to our flower die cuts. So these are the standalone die cuts. So there are no stamps going to these, but you cut these out and you can watercolor them, cut them out of colored cardstock, use Copic markers, or whatever medium you like. So first up, we have Penelope, which is a beautiful poppy. So when you cut it out like that, you can see it does give the impression with all the texture and the detail. And one of our design team members, Brenda, big shout out to you, girl, because wow, your skills with those Copic markers is insane. So you're definitely going to want to check out the design team, because there's some fantastic projects with this Penelope flower die. So next up, we have Athena, and it is a tulip die. So the good thing with this as well is, and you will notice with the smaller flowers, is that there are several buds, several stems, and several leaves. So you don't have to run this through your die cutting machine 157 times. You do it 3-4 times and you will have plenty of flowers to make a bouquet or fill a background, whatever you want to do. So the Athena is a tulip, the Lila is a lily of the valley, And again, here, this is super brilliant. They all stick in together, so you're not going to lose one of those little bell heads. And you also get the 3 stems and lots of leaves. So it will cut out all of these pieces in one go through your die cutting machine. Will save so much time. Next up, we have this scarlet. And this is just a simple rose, or one big one half open, and one small bud. So again, you'll get all the details on the bud or the flower head and the leaves themselves. And I have got 2 cards made with this set. So this is the only one that I have used myself, but you're definitely going to want to check out the rest of the design team. So here I have gone down the route, the same route as before, with the colored cardstock background, and I've cut out the flowers out of a dark gray linen textured cardstock. And I have also used a sentiment from one of the previously released stamp sets and propped that up with a little bit of paper to make sure that you get a little bit of depth and texture. My second card I have actually colored with carbon markers. So just to add a little bit of detail, and the really good thing about these flower heads is with these details, when you add color on top of it, it really helps bring out that depth and the details. So that is a really, really fun way of doing it. And then on the background here, I have used that same Parisienne cover die. And again, this sentiment is from the special delivery stamp set. So that is a really, really good one to have. It's got flowers and lots of good sentiments in it. Very, very nice. And I've also used some new embellishments, but we are going to get to those in just a little bit. So next up, we have our Birthday Star Mini Slimline, and these are layered slimline dies. So they are stitched, and you also got the rounded corners, and there's a star in different sizes, and the word says birthday wishes. So this I think will be great for more masculine cards with boys. You know, sometimes it's a bit difficult to make something without, you know, there's a lot of flowers, there's a lot of animals, things like that, and maybe seem a little bit more girly. But stars and birthday wishes is always good for boys. So that is a good one to have. And next up, we have a couple of stencils. So there is Egg Hunt and Party Time. There is also another one with bunnies, but I don't actually have that one. And I don't have any cards made up with these two, but I'm thinking this would be really great fun with a colorful background and then this in glitter on top. Yes. So now we're getting into our bigger stamp sets. So we have Amazing Blooms. And again, you can see here what I mean with the continuation of this beautiful font. So they all kind of coordinating quite nicely. And this set also have coordinating dies. So that's especially helpful around small little details like this, where you don't want to bend your paper and things like that. Plus, so much faster just wind it through your die cutting machine. So that's Amazing Blooms. And then we have Dream Big. So this sentiment has, or this stamp set has a big wreath where you got mixed flowers and butterflies. And again, this beautiful font with all lots of sentiments. Great things take time. Today is your day. Enjoy every moment. And coordinating die cuts. The good thing about this die cut as well is that it even cuts out the middle. So you could make a beautiful background and cut this out, and you'll still see your background through the hole. So that is a very, very nice touch. I like that a lot. Finally, we have Born to Sparkle. So this is a cute little, I say little, it's actually quite a big one, stamp set with lots of fairies and little things to go, kind of like a little fairy house, little flowers, a little buzzing bee, a butterfly, some flowers, and a magical branch. This also has coordinating die cuts, and I have made a card with this set. So I've colored up the big sentiment or the big stamp image, and I've colored that in, and then I've added liquid pixie dust, quite aptly named, to the wings to add that sort of luminescent, shimmery look. This stuff is super glittery, and a little goes a long, long way. So here you can see I have colored in all of the images themselves and used the coordinating die cuts. And I've kept all of the colors very cohesive so that it can mix and match and go straight onto a card. And don't forget as well that we do have some new embellishments. So you might have already found in the shop, we have some metallic half pearls. So we have one called Citrine. So it's almost like it's kind of like a vanilla frosting color. A slight sort of, not beige, I don't want to say beige, it's more like a off-white color with an iridescent shimmer to it. And then we have our gold, shimmery gold, or shiny gold rather. We have a Rogue, so this red with the shimmer onto it, or more like iridescent color. And then we have these fantastic ebony ones. So these are actually black, but with the iridescent on top, it's kind of almost like a magical navy color. So these are the ones that we already have. And we have some new additions to these. So not 2, not 4, but 6 new colors. So as you can see, these are like a pastel lover stream. So we have white ones, which are called Opal, and they're just white with same iridescent. They all have the iridescent shine on them. And then we have our Daisy. So it's like a soft, almost peachy, orangey color. Pink, and these are called Rosy. We have Amethyst, a light yellow. I meant to say lavender, that came out the yellow, I don't know why. And then we have a light blue called Azure, and we also have the Peridot, so a pastel-y lime green kind of thing. But that is the new release, plus some extra items which I don't have. However, I really hope you've enjoyed this video and will hop along with us today. There is a prize pack up for grabs worth $100, and all you have to do is hop along with us and leave comments along the way. So we really hope that you will take the time to do that, and also if you can give us a thumbs up on this video and subscribe if you haven't already done so, because there is lots more inspiration coming along the way. So thank you so much for stopping by today. I will see you soon again.